welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider, the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Bridle, alongside head coach Brooks Monaghan. And coach, you go to Birmingham over the weekend. You garner a split. You look at a road trip like that, and you're probably coming. Most people would say a split is good, but I know you're always wanting to get 2-0, get two results. And the fact is, Friday is a game that you probably just want to wash out of the system. It was a 5-1 loss to Samford. Good program, but it's one of those games, and you've been on both sides of those. When it starts rolling, it starts rolling.
Yeah, no, there's never a good loss in my eyes. But, the first thing I have to do is give Samford credit. They've got a special team this year. I think they're going to win a lot of games. They've already, they just beat Wake Forest. But the bottom line is we had it handed to us. And, I don't want to make excuses. They were the better team on the day. You've got to be able to finish your chances. You've got to be able to limit your mistakes, and they were a team that punished us. I mean, we made some mistakes, and it seemed like every major mistake we made, they capitalized on. That's a sign of a good team. It was tough. It was tough because, things happened, but no excuse. Before the game, we found out that quite a few of our kids got food poisoning in our pregame. That's not why we lost, but it kind of, we have to get better, stronger mentally, because I think, once a few kids started feeling sick, it kind of spread. And I just think it put us behind the 8 ball from a mental standpoint. But, you have to be man enough, you have to be woman enough, and just say, you know what, we got beat. What are we going to do about it? And, so it was a true, when you get beat and the score line stand, it doesn't matter how close the game was, because the stats were actually extremely, extremely close. But when the score line reads something like that, it's gonna truly test your character the next match.
Did you get the feeling maybe the next day before you went into the Sunday match with UAB, whether it was a veteran on your team or maybe a freshman, that was kind of a wake-up call, a good wake-up call early in the season?
I think it was a wake-up. I think it's, if something like this is going to happen, you never want it to happen, but if it's going to happen, you want it to happen early. I think it was a massive wake-up call. We split the team into 2 groups, and we watched the match every minute of the game, just so players could see the mistakes they made. You can't hide. You can't hide behind that. And you know what? We felt good because everybody that made those mistakes, everybody, raised their hand and said, I can do better. And they saw it firsthand. So again, with the defeat on Friday, it made Sunday such a important match.
And you had to be very happy. You come out with a 1-0 win over an old rival in UAB. You scored barely early into the match. 7th minute, Nisi gets the goal, and that holds up. You put the defense on lockdown.
Yeah, what we were really impressed with is, it was a very emotional game, because as a coach, it doesn't matter. We got embarrassed from a score line, from a game before, and it doesn't matter if we were playing. It doesn't matter who you were playing. If you have a score line like that, you're embarrassed. And so from a coaching standpoint, from a player standpoint, it was very emotional going into that game, but it was so important, like I said, and it's just it kind of defines who you are, And I was very impressed with the girls. We were very sharp when we came out. It wasn't a perfect game, but the effort, the focus, it was there. It was there, and I think if we're consistent with that, we'll win a lot of ball games. But as a team, we have to learn that you have to do all the little things right. And I thought the effort was fantastic. This team is a mix of, we've got a few veterans, but we've got a lot of young kids that are getting a lot of minutes. So it's a learning process. It's going to take time. I have a ton of belief, just because we dropped that match the way we did that first game. That doesn't change my goals. That doesn't change my beliefs. I believe that we can be a very good team if we do all the right things correct.
And going forward, let's face it, you're only 3 matches in the season. You're 2-1. You're in good shape now. Now you're going to have a little bit of a light week. You only play 1 match, but it will be a neutral site game. You can go up and play on Vanderbilt's pitch. It'll be against Dartmouth.
Yeah. And to be honest, we're trying to gather some information on them. Don't know anything about the program. I know they've had some success in the past, but again, kind of like Sunday was, it is focus on us. Do all the little things right. Let's be the best we can. Let's make them adjust to us, and let's just play our brand of soccer. And if the kids come in with the right mentality and attitude and they stick to the game plan, it'll give us a great chance to win.
Do you like this week having just the one match to kind of reset everything and focus on one team?
Well, it's nice. I mean, you're still feeling. I think we're on the tail end of it, but just all the repercussions of preseason, the grind, and all that. The first week of school, it's tough. It's tough because you go from preseason where it's just soccer, then you throw in school. So it's a tough transition on the kids, but that's behind us now. They're in a sequence now. They're in a pattern. So now it's there are no excuses. There's no excuses. When the whistle blows, just give everything you have and let the chips fall.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Yep.
Head Coach Brooks Bonigan, I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.